What's going on, everybody? Jamel Gibbs. Welcome to another video. So in a recent video I showed you that I bought a house. Actually, I think it was on my community page on YouTube. I showed you that I bought a house on auction.com, and I finally closed on this house a couple weeks ago. And right now I'm just going through the stages of bringing my contractors through and getting some numbers solidified. We're actually starting this rehab on May 6th. It's going to take us 10 weeks to get it done. I am using a different contractor. So my guy who I use to get my 30-day rehabs done, I got him with some other clients of mine, some coaching clients, and he's rehabbing 2 houses for them right now. So I didn't want to pull him from those projects onto this. So that's the benefit of being a part of my coaching program, Deal Pro Accelerator, and I'll leave the link in the description box if you want to get some information on that. But for right now, let's walk through this house and I'll show you guys around. Let's get to it. All right, so if you guys remember in a previous video, I walked through the exterior of the house, show you guys the outside. That's because I couldn't get into the house. I didn't own the house yet. But now I own the house, so this is why I want to walk you guys through. Before we actually get into it though, a lot of times when you purchase houses from these auctions, or even auction.com for example, they don't give you a lockbox combo because they don't know it. So sometimes, after the closing, you gotta get a locksmith, you gotta break into the house, sometimes you gotta break the glass and then replace the glass. But in this case, I actually was able to find, they was able to find a lockbox combo. Now this was hard to get because they didn't even have the combo, they just had numbers written down, and we were literally on the phone going through all the 4-digit codes that they had. And one of them worked. So we had some success with that, but a lot of times when you buy these auction houses, you gotta just break in the house after the closing, of course. That way you're not trespassing. All right, but I'm gonna shut that door. First thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna walk through, tell you guys exactly what I plan on doing in this house. There's a lot of water damage in here, so there's some things that we gotta address. But and you can kind of smell the water in here as well. So in this corner, obviously we're gonna remodel this room. I'm not sure what this room was before, maybe like a rec room or something like that, but we plan on, there's a laundry wash and dry hookup on the other side of this wall. We're gonna move that into this room and remodel this room and make it look good. And that way we can kind of separate it from the basement feel. Nobody wants to walk into the basement to wash their clothes, right? So I'm just being mindful of that. We're gonna keep this as a basement. We are gonna fix the walls, paint them, and paint the floor in here, but it's a basement. There's only but so much we're gonna do in here. We are replacing the HVAC system. So this entire unit, this thing, look how big this unit is, man. It's a dinosaur. You don't even find them this big anymore, right? We're gonna replace this whole thing. Arnold Jones Services, I don't know who that is, but yeah, this thing is old. We're going to replace all of the plumbing. We're replacing all of the electric, all of the ductwork. We're replacing all of this stuff. So it's gonna all be gutted out, ripping out that kitchen, clean up the basement, make it feel livable. Right now it's nice and dirty with a bunch of cobwebs all over the place. But that's just a part of the business, right? Got cast iron pipe over there. We're cutting that out. All of the sewage. We're doing everything brand new in this house, right? And as you can see, what you guys think? It feels like a basement, right?
Yeah, it does.
Definitely. Feels like a basement. Cracks in the walls. Now, normally, remember in the last video, I was talking about the crack outside of this wall. That's not necessarily, it was actually right here. Not necessarily a foundation issue after talking with the contractor. It's just settling. So what we gotta do is just repair right here. Repair all of these cracks right here. They're not the size of my finger. From I said, whenever there's a crack the size of your finger, you worry about it. They're not even as thick as my finger. So, that's an easy repair. We paint the walls, we'll be good to go. All right, let's head on upstairs, man. I don't like basements. So we're in the kitchen right now. We're gonna take all this out. This is all shelving. I'm gonna open this space up right here. Take out this fireplace. Nobody has a fireplace in the kitchen. So we're getting rid of that. We're getting rid of all of these cabinets and we're gonna get rid of half of this wall right here. So we're actually moving the kitchen this way. So it's gonna be going that way and coming around this way and getting rid of that wall to open up the space. All right, so I think this house is too compartmentalized. I say that right?
Yeah, spot on.
And feels closed in. So we're opening up the space, giving it more of an open floor plan. The entire kitchen is gonna be brand new. And yeah, I'm excited to get it started. Let's go on to the next room. Every time I walk in this house, I feel like I'm catching an allergic reaction. You see there's fur all over the place. And there's something in this house, or at least they had a dog or a cat. I don't think there's cat fur though. This is definitely some dog fur. I feel like I catch an allergic reaction when I walk in, because I'm allergic to certain dogs, certain animals in general. So what we're gonna do right here, open this wall up to about right here, create open floor plan in this entire room. This whole thing right here is coming out. We're cutting it about right here along this line and creating kind of a bar going across with a nice countertop. And it's gonna look directly into the kitchen when you walk into the house. Okay, so that's what so all of this is gonna be taken out. It's gonna feel more open in the room. I was initially gonna get rid of this whole wall, but we came up with a better idea. I'm gonna share what that is with you in a second. We are gonna cut this down to the wall because this is just extra space. There's nothing behind this. So since it's taking up space, we're just gonna square it off and just leave more space in the room. So this is gonna be the big living room. My realtor said I should leave these two doors. And I'm like, this ain't the 1960s. So we're gonna knock this whole wall out. We're actually gonna open it up to about right here. And we're gonna open up that side about the same. So it's gonna be more of an open feel. So it's gonna feel like a bigger living room when you walk in. There's a foyer out here. So if I walk into the house, this is all gonna be part of the living room. It feels grand when you walk in. And then, like I said, there's gonna be something on the other side of that wall there. Let me share it with you. So we're in the foyer. This is naturally gonna become part of the living room once these doors are removed and the walls are opened up, right? But now, there's a doorway right here. We're gonna add a half bath in here. So remember, this is going right back toward the kitchen. So all we're gonna do is add a wall right here and then put a toilet and a sink, a vanity in here. So then this is gonna be opened up. The bath is gonna be right here. And now we just added a half bath in the house, all right? So now we have the staircase right here. But if we come to this side, let me share something with you. What we plan on doing, closing this bathroom off and closing this room off right here. We might even extend it out a little bit to about right here, just build a wall, right? So that was another thing I was considering. Let me guys know in the comments what you think I should do with that. And then add the doorway right here. But if not, we'll just use this doorway. If we add the doorway right here, all of this is gonna come out. But if we add the support beam right here, the room will start right here. But I kind of like the space that we have. So I do like the idea of closing these two doorways off and using this as the door. Here's why. Let me walk into this room. So what we're gonna do is take out this entire closet. So it's gonna open the room up. It's gonna feel a lot bigger in here. And then this wall, we're opening a nice pathway into the next room, right? So it's gonna be about this big, right? And once we open that up, let me show you in the other room. This is gonna be the master suite on the first floor. We're gonna take half of this room. We're gonna add a doorway right there into the bathroom. And then we're gonna take about this much of the room and create a walk-in closet. So now you got the pathway coming into this room. You got the doorway into the bathroom. And then you got the walk-in closet right here. I think it's gonna give it a grand feel when you walk into the master bedroom. In the bathroom, it's a mess right now. We're taking out the tub we're just gonna have a shower in here, a toilet, and a sink. The tub is gonna come out, and we are moving the shower to where the tub is as well. All right, so now what I wanna do is show you guys upstairs and show you exactly what we're gonna do. Now the good thing is, Anthony was just talking about it. I bought this house as a 4-bedroom, and on the tax records it says 4-bedroom, 2-bath. But we had an extra bedroom. That's how I was able to take 2 bedrooms and combine them into a big master suite. Now, upstairs is 3 bedrooms. And I want to show you some things. Upstairs is going to be really basic. I just want to show you some things that we plan on doing upstairs. That's going to help us enhance the house. But there's also some drawbacks upstairs as well. So let me show you. All right, so this is the first bedroom when you walk upstairs. Here's one thing I don't like about the house, and this is something I would have never known had I not bought the house and actually walked in. The ceilings are really low. Now I did talk to my realtor, and she said they're actually legal height, so I'm not gonna have a problem putting the house on the market for what I intend to sell it for, which I'll share the numbers with you guys in just a minute. But this is a basic rehab in here. I'm gonna rip up these floors, rehab this closet, rehab the room in general. Instead of this hanging light from the ceiling, we're gonna do recessed lighting up here because I feel like these bulky lights are taking up space, and I think recessed lighting will be better up here because the ceilings are so low. So let's walk into the other bedrooms. All right, so this is the second bedroom, and again, this is just a basic rehab. We're gonna tear up the floors, paint and carpet, change out the doors and all of this stuff that matters. And just like the other room, recessed lighting, the ceilings are pretty low. We do have a nice hallway right here as well. It's a little dark. We don't have electricity on in the house just yet. But I'll take you into the other room and show you the bathroom. And then we'll talk about the numbers when we get back downstairs. All right, let's go.
We could just photobomb. Just stand right. Yeah.
All right, so I got the guys with me. So we're in the last bedroom. Huge water bugs and everything else that you could think of in this house. Gotta bomb this place, but again, just a basic rehab in this room. Again, the ceilings are low, so it makes the room feel smaller than what it actually is. But to me, it's the largest room up here. So yeah, this is it's gonna be a good rehab. Right here across is the bathroom. We're just gutting that whole bathroom out and just making it feel new, look more modern, and just do a great job like I always do on these houses. But let's go downstairs. I want to talk about some numbers with you guys. I'm not sure if I shared these numbers on a previous video, but initially when I bought this house, I was expecting to get $250,000 out of it. I bought it for $118,000. I was expecting to put about 80 grand into it. So those numbers are still true. I bought it for $118,000. I'm putting 80 grand. It's actually going to be a little over 80 grand, about 84 grand into it. All in, we calculated the numbers down to a T. Obviously, we didn't open up the walls. We kind of accounted for that in the rehab as well. So 84, 85,000 is about where we are on the entire house. That includes the roof and everything else. New everything. It's gonna be like new construction, new sheetrock, everything in this house, $84,000. Now here's the deal. Because I bought it as a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, I was able to get it for $118,000. When I bought the house and I walked in, we found out that there was an extra bedroom. It was actually a 5-bedroom. So I'm able to combine those bedrooms and make a really nice master suite. And because of that, because I have that extra space, my realtor believes we could get another $25,000 on the house. So I'm actually gonna sell it for we talked about $299,000. After I pay her $20,000 and I pay off the $200,000 loan, I'll make $25,000 more on this house. And now generally I like to be at about a 15% profit margin on my rehabs, but we're almost double that at this point. So that's why you need to know your numbers when you go into a property. But let me know what you guys think about the house. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'm gonna have a lot of fun on this one. It's in a great neighborhood. Still trying to get the house across the street. I did tell you guys about that in the last video. We found out that the lady died in 2021 and the house is just sitting there right now. We did speak to the codes department about that. So we're working on that. If I can get that, I'm gonna keep this house. If I can't get it, I'm just gonna flip it, and if I get that one, you know, after the fact, I'll just go ahead and flip that one as well. But this is a great neighborhood. Close to, is literally a couple blocks away from downtown Thomasville. Great house. Right in line with what I thought the house was gonna need. That's because I know my numbers. I've been doing this for 20 something years, 23 years, 24 years at this point. And when you get that good at knowing numbers, then you know that you're gonna make a profit every time you walk into a house. But make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, check out the Deal Pro community, and also check out the Deal Pro Accelerator program, which is my coaching program, where I show you how to do all of these things, and we take a hands-on approach with it. All right, so look, like the video, leave a comment, let me know what you think about it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.